Again, welcome. My name is Candace. I'm with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. For those joining for the very first time, welcome. For those not joining for the very first time, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here so we can practice together on this lovely, lovely rainy day here in Atlanta Metro. So, the word yoga means to connect. In yoga, we're connecting our breath with our heart and with our spirit, how we're feeling. So we always start a yoga practice off by doing some stretching so that we can warm up the body, warm up the muscles to prepare us for our practice. So let's begin with some stretching and breathing. So we can start in any sitting position. We're going to sit tall with the heart lifted, and we'll allow the arms to extend outward and flow upward. On your exhale, rotate the arms in, guide them closer, let your palms touch. Soften elbows, press your palms together actively, and allow the elbows to flow to bending as you continue to lift your heart. When you connect with heart center, place your thumbs in front of your sternum, relax your shoulders, relax the elbows, and bend fingers so you can clasp your hands. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath through our nose. On the exhale, make a sound deep. On the exhale, hollow your belly. From here, we're going to relax the elbows more, guide the hands to circle to the left, nice and slowly. This is good for the wrists and tendons in the hands. The next breath allows us to circle opposite direction. Be sure to keep your heart lifted and your spine long as you're breathing. From here, allow the hands to be still. We'll straighten the fingers and press the arms forward. Elbows will straighten, palms face up. Another breath guides the arms to separate with the heart lifted. We'll lower the arms. Guide your palms to your mat. Place your hands behind your back. From here, we can guide the knees to flow upward, uncross our legs, extend the legs forward. Knees will straighten. Let's point our toes away from the body. The heart is lifted, the elbows are straight, our fingers are pointing in the same direction as our feet. Now, as we exhale, flex the feet. Guide the toes to pull towards your body. Awesome flow. And now the toes point away from the body. Another breath, feet are flexing. Awesome flow. Another breath, toes point away from the body. So we spend lots of time standing. With the toes pointing, we're going to separate the feet. And these stretches are good for promoting circulation to the feet and toes. Let's flex the feet. Feet are still separated. And then we'll guide the feet to touch. Awesome flow. With the feet touching, feet are flexing. Separate the feet. Take a breath. Point your toes away from your body as you lift your heart. Guide your feet to touch. And then relax the feet into a new. Extend the right arm. Guide the elbow to bend. You're going to turn your body now to the left, lifting up the heart, guiding your chin towards the left shoulder. Let your eyes flow towards the back of the room. So look actively towards the back of the room for an eye muscle stretch. Take a cleansing breath through your nose. On your exhale, release the arm, begin to untwist. Return to a neutral spine, and then straighten the bending leg. We're going to guide the opposite knee to bend. Now, the left arm flows to straighten. On the exhale, we bend the elbow, turning the body with the heart lifted. The chin flows towards the right shoulder. The belly is hollow for a wonderful spinal twist. And we're also engaging the muscles in the back. Very good for the body. From here, let's exhale, release the leg. Begin to untwist and guide both knees to bend. We have both knees bending. From here, we can guide the knees to splay outward. Soles of your feet will touch. Okay, in yoga, this is called a cobbler pose. We can just rock the knees from side to side. A great way to open up the hips. Awesome flow. Also promoting healthy hip mobility as we're also engaging muscles in the legs and also our glutes. Very good. Core muscle group. From here, allow the body to be still. The breath guides the knees to rise. Pull your belly button in. And from here, we're going to press forward, lifting our glutes off of the mat. So lift that backside up. Shift the weight of the body forward. Begin to walk. So here we are. We're bending and we're engaging the tendons in the feet and toes. Very good for the body. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to shift forward. Let the weight of the body flow forward. Begin to rise up, straightening the knees slowly, going at your own pace. Walk your hands towards your feet. Let's soften our knees. Guide the knees to soften, round the shoulders, hollow the belly. We're in a forward fold with the shoulder blades nice and flat across the back. The gaze is at our thighs. Let's turn the head to the left and to the right. To the left, chin flows to the shoulder. To the right, chin flows to the opposite shoulder. Now, gaze down at the thighs and just make a slow yes motion with your head. Go slow. Very good. From here, we're going to allow the head to be still. Bend the knees a little deeper. Take a breath and slowly rise upward. Rising up one vertebrae at a time. Palms face forward. We're going to lift our hearts up. Rise up. Lengthen your spine and your fingertips will flow towards the ceiling. We're going to rotate the arms inward. Guide the arms closer so the palms will touch. With the palms touching, soften elbows. Take a breath. Guide the elbows to bend. And we're going to connect with our heart center. When you place your thumbs in front of the center bone of your chest, your sternum, the sternum is the bone that protects the heart, protects the lungs. So breathe deep and connect with the vibration of your heart. Let's gaze downward in reflection, dedication, or an intention for our practice today. From here, we're going to blink the eyes open a little wider, release the palms, and we'll be prepared to start our yoga practice for today. All right, so today's practice, our very first posture will be a mountain pose. For those that are sitting down, you can just do the upper body portion and still receive many benefits. So we're going to start by all focusing on our heart. So let's take a breath through our nose and lift the heart and go slow. In yoga, you want to go slow and not feel rushed. Invite length into the spine. Guide the arms to flow forward. The breath will guide the arms to rise all the way overhead. And this is strengthening the ligaments in your shoulders. Now our palms are facing forward. Let's transfer all the weight of our body into our heels. Squeeze our kneecaps and spread our toes. We're actively pressing the toes down into the mat. We're actively straightening the fingers. And we're present in this moment, focused on flow of breath and the beating of our heart. From here, we'll rotate the arms in so the palms face each other. And then we're going to begin to bend the knees. As you bend your knees, imagine sitting in the chair, let your hips hinge, and begin to lower your arms. Actively guide your navel inward. And from your fingertips to your tailbone, you're making a diagonal line, guiding the navel in. Breathe deep and exhale completely. This is called the chair pose. also strengthens arms and shoulders. From here, we'll guide the arms closer so our palms touch. Then we'll soften elbows, guide the elbows to bend, keep breathing. And then we're going to connect with heart center. So we can take a full breath. And as we exhale, bend the knees deeper, turn to the right slowly, pulling the belly in. We're guiding our right shoulder towards the ceiling, and we're encouraging our shoulders to be stacked. And this is called a twisted chair posture. It allows us to strengthen the spine. It allows us to strengthen our core while we're toning up leg muscles, all at the same time. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll begin to untwist. As we untwist, we remain connected with heart, and then the spine becomes neutral. So we can take a full breath, and on the exhale, we'll turn opposite direction. Guide your navel in just as you begin to twist the body. When you pull your navel inward, that allows you to hollow your belly and go deeper into the twist. So we're encouraging our shoulders to be stacked. We're actively pressing the palms together, and we're connecting with the flow of the breath and feeling the pulsing of the heart against the gums. From here, let's take another breath. And then as we exhale, begin to untwist so we can neutralize our spine, knees still bending. We're treating our bodies so good right now, engaging the core. The next breath allows us to rise up slowly, control and focus. We're straightening our knees, lifting up our heart, and guiding the feet to separate. We're going to take a nice widened stance. Squeeze the kneecaps. That will tone up the leg muscles. From here, allow the left toes to point away from the body. Look down at your body. Notice how your heels make an imaginary line. Let's bend the left knee. We'll position the left knee over the ankle, but not the toes. Actively press the palms together and allow them to flow upward. Release the palms, the arms lower. Now, we're squeezing elbows, rotating the palms down, and we're going to gaze actively over the left middle finger. Our shoulders are relaxed. During your yoga practice, be sure to periodically look at your body, check your alignment, and make any necessary adjustments. Allow your body to be fluid. Allow your breath to be fluid as you notice how your heart is beating. The next breath will guide the bending knee to straighten. And then all 10 toes flow forward. Let's breathe. 10 toes rotate to the front of the room. Now, the right leg points away from the body. So let's breathe, point those right toes away from the body, and begin to bend the right knee. Hollow your belly, pull your belly in as you bend your knee. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Palms are still facing down. And we're actively gazing over that front middle finger, and we're also squeezing the elbows. Now, the elbows are an important hinge joint in the body, and when we squeeze the elbows, we engage our biceps and triceps. Very good way to tone up the arm muscles, strengthen the arms and shoulders. Guide all 10 toes forward. Awesome flow. Now the left foot points away from the body. And now we're going to take a breath, lift the heart up more, and reach the left arm past the left toes. Both knees are straight. When you can no longer reach, if you want to go deeper into this posture, you can lower the left arm. The right arm will rise. Both palms face forward. And this is called a triangle pose. It's a great way to improve our balance. So we are balancing And every time we balance, we engage our core. We're mindful to keep the navel guiding inward, and we're mindful to connect with the flow of the breath, guiding the breath all the way into the bottom of the lungs. On the exhale, navel flows in. On our next breath, we're going to reach up with the arm that's in the air, reach, grasping up, rising. Lifting up our heart, leveling the arms, shoulder level, and then all 10 toes will point forward. The next breath guides the right foot to point away from the body. And this is a good time to just look down, check, are your heels making an imaginary line still? If not, adjust accordingly. We're going to squeeze the kneecaps. On the exhale, reach your right hand past your right toes, guiding the navel inward. If you want to go deeper, as you exhale, lower the right arm and the left arm will rise. Our palms are facing forward. Our elbows are actively squeezing. What a wonderful way for us to take care of our body, inviting flexibility into the hips, spine, and shoulders all at the same time. From here, we're going to focus on the arm that's in the air. We're going to take a full breath, level, and guiding all 10 toes to point in the same direction. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. On the exhale, let's guide the heart forward. Imagine you're diving forward, leading with your heart, going slow with control and purpose. We'll guide the arms to lower and place our hands on our mat. The fingers will point away from the body. Gaze at the wall behind you. Encourage the crown of your head to point in the same direction as your mat. If you feel any pain or discomfort, just soften your knees. Now, during your yoga practice, you should not feel any pain or discomfort. If you do, always just ease up whatever you're doing. We're breathing and we're also keeping the eyes open actively. It's important when you are inverted to keep the eyes open for balance and focus. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to heel toe our feet inward. Keep heel toeing until ultimately your legs will touch. With the legs touching, now we're in a forward fold. This is a forward fold. Notice how all your weight is in your heels. We're actively pressing our heart to our thighs. Our knees are straight and the breath is easy. This is a great way to strengthen and lengthen our spine, engaging muscles in the back, such as the trapezoid muscle. So many muscles in the back and shoulders receiving benefits at this time. Also, oxygen-rich blood is flowing to the head, very good for brain function, concentration, and focus. Let's guide the knees to soften and bend. Begin to round your shoulders so your shoulder braided time. Filling the lungs, guiding the palms to face forward. Being fluid, lift your heart. The arms flow upward. Guide all your weight into your heels. Your fingertips will flow towards the ceiling. We relax our shoulders, and then we rotate the arms in, guide them closer, palms touch, elbows bend. Our elbows are bending, we're pressing the palms together. When we press the palms together actively, this engages the pectoral muscles, engages biceps, triceps, as well as the deltoid muscles, which cover our shoulders. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath and guide both knees to bend. Allow your right heel to lift. We'll take a breath and we're going to lift the right knee. Breathe, lift the right knee. Keep the standing leg bending. Awesome flow. And we're actively looking at a focal point to help us with our balance. But if your foot comes down, that's okay. In yoga, it's good to wiggle and wobble. It's good for the body. As we exhale, we're going to lower the foot down. Both knees are still bending. All the weight of our body is in our heels. Our navel is guiding inward. Now the next breath guides the opposite heel to rise, should be the left heel rising. When you're ready, don't rush. Take your breath and guide the left knee to rise. Keep both knees bending. This is great for focus, concentration, balance, and clarity. What a wonderful way to engage the body. On the exhale, we're going to lower the foot actively. Release the palms and relax your shoulders. Returning back to the mountain pose position. Mountain pose is actually my favorite yoga posture because it's simple and brings many benefits. So it's so simple, but we receive benefits from head to toe. We have our palms facing outward. We're actively straightening those fingers. And while we're in mountain pose, we're not perfectly still. We're mindful to keep the fingers guiding to straighten. We're mindful to keep squeezing those elbows so that the arms are straight. We're mindful on the exhale to keep pressing the shoulders downward, hollowing the belly. On the inhale, the heart rises. On the exhale, heart remains lifted and we keep the navel pulling inward. All of the weight of our body is in our heels. Our kneecaps are actively squeezing. So good for the body. Let's take a breath and rotate the arms in and guide them closer so our palms will touch. With palms touching, we're going to clasp our hands and have pointers touch. Now we're going to reach up for the ceiling. Let your shoulders rise up towards your ears. Invite length into your spine, and on the exhale, slowly fold to the right. Press your hands away from your body. You're going to guide your navel inward. When you cannot fold anymore, that's when you're going to look up at the ceiling. Look upward, guiding the heart to point up, guiding the navel inward, inviting flexibility into the spine, into the vertebrae. So good for the body. From here, allow the body to rise up. Focus on your heart and breathe. As you exhale, slowly press your hands away from the body and let your body flow in the opposite direction. Keeping the knees active, keeping the navel guiding inward. When you can no longer flow and arch, then look up and have an open heart. Connect with the vibration of how your heart is beating. Notice the sensations that the breath and the heart are creating within your body. From here, we're going to lift the heart and guide the arms to flow upward, connecting back with the neutral spine so we can release the hands, guide the arms to lower, squeeze the elbows. See how slowly you can lower your arms. Control, focus, concentration. Awesome flow. Ultimately, the fingertips will connect with the mat, pointing in the same direction as the mat, I should say. And at this point, we're about 30 minutes into the yoga practice. When I practice yoga, I like to hydrate, and I encourage you to do the same. So if you have some water nearby, I encourage you to get a little water. And if you don't have water, go ahead and get yourself a little water and hydrate your body. Yes, it's important to hydrate the body. They say if you wait until you're thirsty, then your body is actually dehydrated. So it's important to hydrate the body regularly. Oh, that was refreshing. Good stuff. Okay, don't rush. Hydrate your body And when you're done, make your way back to the center of your mat. Stand with your legs close together and touching. Guide your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders. Squeeze the kneecaps. When you transfer your weight into your heels and spread your toes and press them into your mat, that's called grounding yourself. So we're going to ground ourselves into the mat, allowing all the weight to flow into the heels as we keep our heart lifted, shoulders relaxed, and also facial muscles are relaxed as well. The low jaw is relaxed and our tongue is resting in the low jaw. We allow our breath to cleanse the body, so we take a slow cleansing breath through the nose, lifting the heart. And on the exhale, we release, guiding the navel inward. That engages the diaphragm. Very good for the body, good for the pulmonary system. From here, allow the arms to flow outward. The palms are facing forward, elbows are straight, the heart is lifting, and ultimately the fingertips will flow towards the ceiling. From here, we'll focus on our right arm. We're going to actively squeeze the right elbow and lower the arm down towards the mat. As we lower the arm, when the arm gets your arm, and then you're going to bend your elbow so that your knuckles flow towards your back, and you'll guide your fingers in the same direction as the ceiling. See how that feels? If it's uncomfortable, you can just lower your hand so that your hand is resting on your glutes or low back. So do what feels best for you, because remember, in yoga, you don't feel any pain because you're just taking good care of your body. Now we're going to focus on the opposite arm. So that should be the left arm, and the left arm will rotate inward. Then we're going to bend the left elbow. As we bend the elbow, we lift our heart. So we breathe, lift the heart, and bend the elbow. So the elbow flows to bending, so we can either have the arm on top of the head, or if you want to be more advanced, you guide the arm behind the head. See how it feels, but don't strain and go slowly. So we're actively guiding the elbow to point towards the ceiling, and our hands are either clasping behind us, or we can even hold the shirt behind us. So do what feels best for you. You might even have one arm straight, and that's fine. There's all different levels in yoga. So this is a all levels yoga practice so that we can all enjoy together. Right now, we're engaging shoulders. We're engaging the shoulder rotator cuff, promoting healthy shoulder mobility. And as we inhale, we're lengthening the spine, improving our posture. On the exhale, we're engaging the diaphragm. So good for the body. Let's release the hands, release the shirt, whatever you're holding is behind you. Slowly lower. And now the opposite arm rises. We lift the heart. On each inhale, you always want to lift your heart up. When the fingertips point towards the ceiling, the right arm flows up, and we're going to meet up together at our mountain pose. Mountain pose, telling our shoulders to be relaxed, letting our low jaw be relaxed, and letting the breath be full. Now we'll take a cleansing breath, and on the exhale, we're going to lower the left arm slowly, squeezing that elbow. Control and focus. What a wonderful way to tone up and strengthen the ligaments in the arms. Now we rotate the palm down. The palm is facing the back of the room, and we allow the elbow to bend. The knuckles sweep across the back. Encourage the fingertips to flow towards the ceiling. Don't strain. The next breath guides the right arm to rotate in. We reach up with a lifted heart, and we guide that elbow to bend. Arm is either on top of the head or behind the head, whatever feels best. We're either clasping our hands behind our back or we're holding our shirt behind our back. Now, this is good for the shoulders, and the shoulders are a ball and socket joint that have 360-degree range of motion. So this posture is great for increasing range of motion in shoulders. You hear about people getting conditions such as the frozen shoulder. So if you do postures like this will help prevent those type of conditions. So let's take a cleansing breath. And when you're ready to exhale, release the fingers, release your shirt behind you. Guide the left hand to lower the left elbow straight. Allow the left arm to rise up. So we can flow back to the mountain pose, rotating the arms in, guiding them closer, palms touch, pressing palms together actively with the heart lifted. Notice how that navel keeps guiding inward. Notice how all your weight is in your heels. Be sure to relax your shoulders. Place your thumbs in front of your sternum and connect with your beating heart. What an awesome flow. On our next exhale, we breathe deep. As we exhale, we're going to press the arms forward, bend the knees, release your body forward with knees bending. Let the shoulders round. Let your spinal cord take a C shape. So you're folding over just like hanging like a rag doll, gazing towards your thighs. It's important to keep your eyes open for focus and concentration. Awesome flow. From here, we'll see if we can place the fingertips on our mat. Spread the fingers. This is called the cupcake fingers. So we have the fingertips on our mat. Let's step our feet outward. So now we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Begin to bend your elbows and guide your heart to flow towards the wall behind you. Squeeze your kneecaps and pull your glute muscles up towards the ceiling. And encourage your sit bones to flow towards the ceiling. Excellent. And the deeper you go into the posture, you guide the elbows to bend more and more. Awesome flow. Keep breathing. Keep your breath steady and full. From here, we're going to begin to walk our hands now towards our left foot. We'll point the left toes away from the body. Guide the right toes to come in at a slight diagonal. Your heels will make an imaginary line. Both hands are in front of your left foot. Now we're going to focus on the left arm. We're going to take a breath, turn the body to the left. Guide the left arm upward, the navel flows inward. Fingertips flow towards the ceiling. Our shoulders are stacked. Actively squeeze the elbows. And this is called a twisted chair. No, this is our reverse triangle. Reverse triangle, yes. Because we're in triangle pose, but the body is facing the back. Awesome flow. We are twisting the spine. Keep breathing. On the exhale, we're going to lower that left arm all the way down. When your fingertips connect with your mat, begin to walk your hands center, all 10 toes, point to the front of the room. We return to the wide-legged forward fold posture. And now the next breath guides us to walk the hands to the right, pointing the right toes away from the body. The heels make an imaginary line. Your left toes are at a slight diagonal. Both knees are straight. Both hands in front of the right foot. Now we're going to focus on our right arm. We're going to take a breath. We're going to turn our body to the right, lifting the right arm, encouraging the shoulders to be stacked. The right palm faces away from the body. And here we are back in our arms and shoulders. So good for the body. From here, we'll take a breath. And on our exhale, we're going to lower that right arm all the way back down. Awesome flow. The hand is right in front of the foot. Let's step our right foot back. Take a breath, step your right foot back. Spread your fingers. Let your palms be flat on your mat. Your heels are off of your mat. Let's keep our heels off the mat for the moment. We're on the ball and toes of our feet. Let's look at our thighs. So we have our heels lifted. The heels are lifted. And now we're just going to invite a little curve into the spine. So we're going to bring our hips to the right and to the left. So we're curving the spine at the same time. And some people refer to this movement as wagging the tail. So we're in a down dog position, heels lifted, and guiding movement to the spine, side to side. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath. And we're gently going to bend our knees. Let's bend those knees. Softly place your knees on your mat. Point your toes and guide your glutes to flow towards your heels. So you can walk your hands away from your body, or you could even bend the elbows, create a little pillow, and release and have your forehead resting on your arms. So do what feels best for your body. In yoga, it's important to listen to your body because your body is communicating to you, okay? So you're breathing and you're listening to your body. You're responding to what your body is communicating to you. If your body's communicating to go deeper, if your body's communicating, this is uncomfortable, ease up. If your body into your body. Take your inhales through your nose, slowly and deeply. Keep your low jaw relaxed. And this is called a child's pose. This is considered a resting posture. So this is actually a yoga posture. It's called child's pose. And in this posture, we're strengthening and lengthening the spine, the shoulders, the arms. We're engaging muscles in the hips, activating tendons in the hips, knees, ankles. So many benefits in this posture. From here, let's take a breath and we're going to lift the backside up. And now we'll be on all fours. All right, so we're in an all fours position. And if this is uncomfortable, what you can do is you can just get your mat and double it. So you can just make a little double on your mat, fold it over itself, and then you have more cushion to protect your knees. Okay? So here we are in an all fours position. We're going to take a breath. And on the exhale, we're going to flex the toe prints onto our mat. So bring your toe prints onto your mat, and then we're going to rise up. Shift the weight of the body forward. Be sure that your fingers are spreading so you can protect your wrists. So as we shift forward, the knees begin to rise. We're looking at our thighs and allow the heels to lower towards the mat. It's okay if your heels don't touch, don't strain. That's the big thing. Be gentle to your body. Breathe deep. From here, we can take a breath, and we're going to bend our left knee. Bring the knee towards your chest, pull your belly in so the foot is lifted. As you exhale, you're going to lower the foot all the way back down. The next breath guides the opposite knee to bend. Breathe. Lift the opposite knee towards your chest. The foot rises. On the exhale, that's when we lower the foot all the way back down. Now we're going to gently bend the knees, and the knees will softly flow onto our mat. Point our toes, and let's begin to slide the hands forward. So we're going to slide the hands forward, lower the hips, bend the elbows. All right? So we're on our mat with our legs straight, toenails on the mat, elbows bending, the arms are touching the body, palms facing downward, gazing straight ahead. Our body is shaped like a sphinx, and this is called a sphinx pose. In this posture, the weight of the body is in the arms. So the weight of the upper body is flowing into the arms. So we are strengthening our arm muscles, strengthening the joints of the shoulders, the elbows. And we're actively pressing the hands down, so we're receiving benefit to those tendons in the hands and fingers as well. From here, we're going to bend our right knee so the foot rises, and now we bend the left knee. Excellent. Now we can guide the left arm to float back and see if you can bring your hand towards your ankle. If then opposite arm goes opposite to the opposite foot. If you're able, you can capture the ankles, but if you can't, that's okay. Do what your body allows you to do at this moment in time. This is called a bow pose. So we're engaging our hands around our ankles. And if you want to go deeper, take an inhale and press your feet into your hands as you lift the heart. Awesome. Squeeze those glutes. Connect with how your heart is beating. This is a great way to strengthen hands, arms, shoulders, legs, hips. So many benefits in this bow pose. From here, let's take another cleansing breath. And as we exhale, if you're holding your ankles, release. Lower the body slowly onto your mat. The feet lower. I'm going to extend like that. All right. So we're lowering the body onto our mat. And we're going to turn our head. So our head turns to face the front of the room. Placing your ear on your mat. Round your shoulders. Let your palms face up. Connect with the vibration of your heart. See how much air you can guide into your lungs on your inhale, and on the exhale, connect with flow of breath and beating of heart. On the next breath, we're going to lift our head up. Guide your ear onto your mat. Your low jaw is relaxed. Your tongue is resting in your low jaw. A wonderful way to connect with heart energy. The pulsing of the heart and the rise and fall of our chest. Awesome flow. From here, we're going to focus on our right arm. We're going to take a breath. We're going to lift our head up, guide the right arm to rise overhead. Rotate your body towards the front of the room, and you're going to lie on your side. So we're lying on our side. Let's bend that right elbow. We're going to use that right hand to support our head. The body is nice and long. Our hips are stacked. The legs are straight. From here, we're going to guide the top knee to bend. So the toe is resting on the inner leg, and we're going to touch our knee that's bending. The next breath guides the bending knee to flow towards the body. Let's flex the foot that's closest to the mat. So the foot that's closest to the mat is flexing. And from here, we're going to allow the bending leg to straighten. Guide the hand to rise. And if you can, use your pointer, middle finger, and thumb to capture your big toe. Flex your foot. So now we have both feet flexing, both legs straight. The belly is hollow. And we use the pointer, middle finger, and thumb to capture the big toe. That's called our yogi toe lock. And this is just a wonderful way to just engage the hips, tone up legs, even receiving benefits to having the foot elevated circulatory system. Awesome flow. Let's take a deep breath. And as we exhale, release the toe and see how slowly we can lower the foot. So we want to have a controlled flow. We're squeezing both kneecaps, engage your glutes, and your arm will lower at the same time. You're guiding your navel inward, and you're seeing how much air you can guide into your lungs. Being fluid and being present. Ultimately, your legs will touch. When your legs touch, we're going to guide both knees to bend. Pull your belly in as you bend your knees. Place your hands in front of chest. Press the body upright. And now we'll do the same flow on the other side. All right, so we're just going to turn on the opposite side. Whatever is opposite, the arm closest to the mat is bending. And we use the hand to cradle the head, support the head. Hips are stacked, legs are straight. The belly is hollow. The next breath guides the top knee to bend. The toe is gently touching the inner leg. The foot closest to the mat is flexing. The next breath guides the bending knee to flow towards the chest. As you exhale, straighten the leg. Your arm will flow up. Flex your foot, pointer, middle finger, thumb. Capture your big toe. Wrap the fingers, those 3 fingers, around your big toe. Both feet are flexing. What a wonderful way to open the hip joints. You know, a lot of times when people get older, they need hip replacements. When you do postures such as this one, you promote healthy hip mobility, strengthening the body. Keep breathing. And the breath increase lung capacity, which is very good for the pulmonary system. From here, as we're having a good flow on our YouTube Live, yay, we're going to release the big toe and guide the arm and leg to lower in a controlled fashion, connecting with how the heart is beating. When the legs touch, we're going to guide both knees to bend, and we're going to roll on our backs. So we're going to roll on our back, and from this point, we're going to do our very final yoga posture, and the final yoga posture is called the Shavasana. So you can do that either with knees bending or legs straight. I'm going to have my legs straight. You'll have your arms relaxing at your side, and then make sure your spine is straight. So make sure your spine is straight. Make any adjustments to make your body comfortable. So once you're comfortable, then you close your eyes. With eyes closed, that's when you give yourself permission to be present in this moment in time, focusing on flow of breath and beating of the heart. So on our inhale, we follow the breath in through the nostrils. We notice how the texture of the breath enters the body. fills the back of the throat, causes our chest to rise. We're mindful of how the breath sounds as it enters our bodies. Notice the coolness of the breath as it enters your body. Notice the temperature of your breath as it exits the body. As the chest is rising and lowering, be mindful of the heart. Notice the movement, the vibration of the heart. Listen for the heart. Continue to breathe deep. And on your inhale, receive peace. On the exhale, allow the body to soften. On your inhale, receive tranquility and focus. On the exhale, receive calm and relaxation. As we hold on to this feeling of calm and relaxation, let's guide a movement to the toes and begin to bend the toes, straighten our toes. The next breath allows us to move the feet and engage our ankles. Continue to breathe deep as you squeeze the calf muscles and release. Squeeze the kneecaps and release. The breath guides movement to the. Allow the fingers to bend and straighten. We're going to circle our hands, activate our wrists. The next breath allows the shoulders to rise up towards the ceiling. On our exhale, gently place your shoulder blades back on the mat. Focus on facial muscles, moving the low jaw from side to side, moving your lips around your teeth, wiggling your nose. Allow the eyes to blink open. And the next breath allows the knees to float to bending. Soles of the feet connect with the mat. Take another breath. And as you exhale, let your knees fall towards the front of the room. Turn your body on its side. The arm closest to your mat becomes a pillow for your head. Guide your body to a fetal position on your side. The next breath allows you to guide your hands to flow in front of your chest. Take another breath and slowly, gently press your body upright as you exhale. We'll press upward and connect with any comfortable seated position. Sit any way that's comfortable for your body at this moment in time. And lift your heart up. Relax your arms either on your legs or at your side. Gaze downward and connect with how you're feeling at this present moment in time. The next breath allows the arms to float outward and rise all the way overhead. Then we'll rotate arms in, guide them closer, palms touch. And as we exhale, we release and fold forward. Let's remember the importance of being kind to others, being kind to ourselves, and being gentle to our bodies. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful practice. And I want to encourage everybody to incorporate these breathing techniques, these yoga postures into their everyday routine. Starting in the morning when you wake up for 10 minutes, breathe, stretch, and come back. Subscribe. Stay posted. I'm adding new videos all the time. So thank you again for practicing today, and I look forward to seeing you on your mat soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.